When y'all first got to college, what were your expectations for yourself? Like, did you think you'd end up drinking or doing like any like drugs or anything?
I knew I'd end up drinking and doing drugs and everything, but I also knew that I wouldn't let it affect my academics, and I've done well thus far. So
What about you?
Dude, you just got on tape. Holy shit.
Bro, it's like
I'm 19 years old and
Dude,
I do
you-
drugs and alcohol.
we didn't say your name.
they don't know who.
Yeah, they don't know who you are. Alright, what about you?
Yeah, I knew I'd do drugs and alcohol.
Did you want to?
coming College. I did them before,
Alright,
so
what about you? Did you want to do it more when you got here?
I drank more once I got here, but everything else, I'd say I do just as much as I did in high school.
High school.
High school.
High school. Alright, did you think you were gonna join a frat when you got here? Like, if it wasn't for Solomon, do you think you would have joined one?
I think I would have joined one, or I would have. I don't know. I definitely would have rushed at least, and I think I probably would have ended up joining one if I did that. So I might have done it a little bit later, but I do think I would have done it either way.
What about you?
yeah, I would have rushed, but I don't know if I would have joined. I guess it depended on the place that got me instead of this place.
Yeah. Do you think, like, the high school you that was, like, gonna go to college will be happy with you now?
Do I what?
Like, alright, if
No, I don't think you would have been.
no,
No, I had way too high of expectations.
yeah.
You did too. I thought you were gonna get into the B school.
I could have potentially gotten into the B school. I
Did you
just didn't
apply?
No,
Why not?
because I'd rather just do econ. Like I enjoy it and I'm good at it.
Yeah, but you don't think high school you now would just be like, why didn't you get into B school?
No, I mean
Dude.
I never held it in that high regards. Like it was something that I had to do. So I think I would be pretty happy with myself doing econ if I saw myself doing that. Personally,
You think you met your goals?
I think I met my goals and exceeded them.
What about
I
you?
think I'll continue to exceed them.
I think I just like I had unrealistic expectations because I didn't know what to expect in college. Because my early college was super easy,
Yeah.
so I didn't know like how much work it would take to do well at UNC. So I think high school me would like be disappointed, but out of ignorance rather than out of actual disappointment.
But do you think you'd be happy with yourself, like, now? Like, goals aside, like, just you?
Goes aside, yeah.
Like,
I
where
mean,
you
like,
are right now?
Like the person that I am? Or?
Yeah, just like where, yeah, like person,
Yeah.
friends, where you are.
I mean,
You think
my-
you're missing something?
That's deep.
Yeah.
That's a deep
I mean,
question.
I wanted
It's an
to join a
anthropology
frat.
class.
I wanted to join a frat. I wanted to be more independent from my family. I wanted to be, like, living in my own little world. And I think I've done all that. Like, academics, you can always work around. You can always work harder at. So that's not as important as, like, how much I've grown since coming here.
Agreed, yeah. I think I got a solid group of guys, solid group of friends around me.
Cool guys.
But could probably make a little more time for my family. Probably something I should do more.
And God.
And God, yeah,
And God.
that's true.
We live across a church.
We do, but it's
That
not,
you've never been.
it's not my kind of church. God's doors are open
You
to
like the
everyone.
Church of Satan.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap.
Is college what you, like, thought it was gonna be?
No,
Why?
because it's way harder and more work.
Nah, I always anticipated it being pretty difficult, but I mean, yeah, that and everything else seemed to align with how I thought it was going to be, pretty much, for me at least.
Uh,
What about you?
I mean, yeah, it was definitely like a big change going from like the community college to here. Not like socially, because like I've been hanging around the same people since like freshman year.
Actually,
But like the schoolwork definitely like was like a big
yeah.
ramp up. But like the the work definitely like feels a little easier because like I got like no help in community college. Cause like they assigned that shit and I had to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like no help. I like maybe got like one response out of every 20 emails I sent.
At community college?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was terrible.
Really?
But was college what is college what you wanted it to be?
Mm, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm here to get my degree, and I also just wanted to have a social life. I mean, I figured I would have a pretty good social life, and I do, so I'd say so. Yeah. What about you, Jake? Is college what you wanted it to be?
Yeah. I mean, I went to an early college and I was already pretty independent, but this has been, like, living by myself for the first time has been awesome. And, like, just being able to be away from everything you've known is a good opportunity to get to know yourself better,
To grow.
to grow.
And do you think if like like next week you found out you had to transfer to another school, you'd have the same experience?
No.
No, I think it'd
No.
be very different. Yeah.
It'd be very different.
Especially because I grew up around here, like the experience that I've had is definitely much different from people who go like somewhere out of state.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I definitely have a different experience anywhere else.
And why'd you pick a school so close?
It was the best school I got into. It's the only one of my top choices. Yeah.
If it like top choices or like status aside, like would you have still gone to a school out the state?
Outside the
Yeah.
state. Yeah, I probably would have. I mean, I was excited to like experience something like brand new like that and get out of my hometown and just go out on my own. But I have enjoyed being here too. It's been pretty comfortable. Yeah.
What about you?
Why I went to school
So
order
close.
of question or
Yeah.
because I got the most financial aid here, and I wanted to be close to home, so that I'm far enough away to be away from my family, but close enough to go home if I want to.
Yeah.
To visit. It's pretty neat.
All right. Last question. If you were out of state, would you be the same person?
I don't know. I feel like that's more of like a philosophical question.
Yeah.
Because I feel
Like if you
whatever
had
path you take, you could end up like a completely different person, regardless of like. I mean, yeah, I do think if you went to a completely different school and were in a completely different frat or weren't in a frat at all and had a completely different group of people around you, you'd definitely be a different person.
like
by that point.
you went here like no brother, no hometown friends.
Yeah.
Like complete scratch.
Yeah, I think it'd be drastically different.
I'd also have so much less time to focus on other things. Like I'd literally just be there for academics. I would like I wouldn't have time to find as many jobs as I have here. I feel like it's much harder to work when you're out of state because like you're not a permanent resident there.
Yeah.
You're just gonna go home.
True. That's I didn't really think about that. A job. So is like stability a big thing for y'all?
Isn't your job online?
Yeah, but you have to live in North Carolina. You have to be in North Carolina.
Is security a big thing for us?
Yeah.
Security.
Like stability, security.
Like
I like to have a
consistency?
plan.
Yeah,
but-
consistency or like What do you mean by stability?
Just like feeling safe, like something to fall back on,
Mm,
or like knowing you can like fuck up and like not have the world end.
yeah, I mean, that's kind of how it's always been, for me at least. So I've always had some
You never
stability.
came from the ghetto.
You didn't come from the ghetto either, Mr. Carey. Grew up in Cary your whole life.
I grew up in Boulder, Colorado, buddy.
I grew up in Chirac. So yes, I did, dude.
That's it.
Alright.